Hello everyone and welcome to Rim Sling 101, where we're going to dive deep into all the uses behind the Rim Sling. What is the Rim Sling? The Rim Sling is a synthetic sling offered in multiple sizes. This particular one is a 3/4 inch, 8 foot long. It's offered in multiple sizes, multiple lengths to fit your needs. And what this is designed to do is to be fed through a rim of a vehicle, and you are able to pull on that vehicle using this sling. Now, as we'll learn, this sling, although it is called the Rim Sling, it can be used in many other applications. Now, the Rim Sling is a synthetic sling comprised of 2 eyes on either end. Internally, this is a synthetic braided rope that is comprised of a Cordova layer on the outside to protect from individual marring, and then in the very inside, which is kind of hard to show, but there is a braid inside that's an additional layer on top of the red braid that you saw there. That's the part dead center in the middle of the sling that's allowing this sling to not experience any damage when used properly. When this rim sling is fed through a rim, all the load that's applied from pulling on the rim is put on this internal layer of additional protection to allow you to pull on the rim without any damage to the sling itself. Now, just to give you an idea of how strong this particular sling is, like I said, this is the 3/4 inch, 8 foot long, and this particular sling is rated at a 5-to-1 safety factor. In a vertical configuration, meaning straight up and down, you're rated at 13,700 pounds. In a choker configuration, meaning that you run this eye through the other eye and choke something, that's rated at 10,960 pounds. And then in a true basket, you're rated at 27,400 pounds. So as you can see, this sling is quite strong, and it's going to allow us to do a lot of different things with this sling. So the purpose of this series is to show operators and users of this Rim Sling just how versatile this sling is. We're going to work our way through many scenarios in the real world that I'm going to put together to show you guys how this Rim Sling can be used. All the links for this product will be included in the description. This particular sling was purchased at Zips AW Direct. Be sure to check them out. That's where the link's gonna send you. That's where you can get these. So hopefully you guys enjoy this series. I am looking forward to it, and let's go ahead and dive right into this. Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to start part 1 in the RimSlings 101 series as described in the intro. So in today's episode, what we're gonna do is we are positioned completely parallel to this truck. And what I'm going to demonstrate is how we can completely side pull this truck off the side of the rotator using rim slings. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get some rigging done, and I'll explain through that how the rim slings are used, the operation of them, and how they make this job easier. And then we'll perform the job and see how it goes. So let's go ahead and get started. So, all right, let's go ahead and fold the underlift down. Get that out of the way. We'll go ahead and get our outrigger spread out. And go from there. So we're definitely gonna want our outrigger spread out to give us additional support, since we're gonna be pulling this truck directly toward the side of the truck. It's a whole different ball game when you move to the side of the truck in terms of stability when compared to winching. Say we were going to winch this truck directly off the back of the rotator. Completely changes the dynamics of how this truck performs and its stability. That's why the outriggers are here. So pulled that pin, we'll go ahead and extend our outriggers out. Go ahead and do this one at the same time. Now you'll notice that I'm not going to use my outrigger pads. Some of you guys who have been watching this channel know that I have outrigger pads that I'll put under these pads. And the reason that I'm not going to put these pads on is we're not performing a lift. Therefore, I'm not going to lift the whole truck off the ground. I'm going to keep most of the weight on the tires to provide additional resistance to pull that truck. Obviously that truck's not going to put much of a fight up, but it's the general concept that we're going to keep the tires to create as much resistance to counteract the force that that's going to apply. So I'm not going to put outrigger pads, additionally because the coefficient of drag that it creates by having plastic on the ground allows the truck to slide easier off the pad. So we'll just go straight to the asphalt here. and that'll provide a good amount of resistance to complete this task. So we'll go ahead and repin this outrigger. That's nice and set. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch the other side down, the other side outrigger down. I'm not extending it, I'm just going to set it down. So there it is, it's set. And now we can work on setting this right here. So as you can see, I set it down. I did not lift the tires off the ground. Now we'll do the same for the front. Alright, so as you can see, it's setting it down and it's lifting the front of the truck slightly. Not all the way off though. We have a decent amount of weight on the pad now. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do very important step that's overlooked quite a bit in this industry. These pins right here. There it goes. So now it's locked. As you saw, I took 2 pins and I pinned this outrigger. What that allows for is to pull off of this without providing or without overstraining the cylinder. So it transfers the weight of this pull off the cylinders and to the pins. Very important step that's quite often overlooked in this industry. Pins are there for a reason. Okay, let's go ahead and get the drag winch set up now. It's already pretty slack, so we'll just free spool it. All right, let's go ahead and grab some rim slings. We'll just need 2 for this demonstration. All my rim slings are located in a box up here in the 8-foot bin. So this is my 8-foot bin where all my rim slings are located. All right, here's my rim slings purchased at Zips AW Direct. Great rigging supply. So we're gonna do 1 at the front axle and 1 at the rear axle. Now for the first video, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is demonstrate a little modification / trick that I like to do to all my rim slings. And that is taking a zip tie and putting it at the end of the rim sling. There, it makes it a lot easier to feed it through the rim. So I'll go ahead and show you that. We're gonna take a zip tie and we're just gonna feed it right here. And that allows us to feed this through the rim and give us an easier method of feeding it. Okay, so I just want to stress here, if we wanted to do this pull, there's not a whole lot that we can grab onto other than the rim that wouldn't damage this truck. Keep in mind, this is a perfectly good unit. This is one of my units, so we want to keep it in the best condition, exactly how we started with it. So with the rim sling, it allows us to go through the rim, one of the strongest parts of the vehicle, and pull it from that position rather than feeding a chain under the suspension and doing damage potentially. So we're really a fan of these rim slings, and I'm going to show you guys how to use it. So what you're going to do, probably easier to come down, we're going to go right here and we're going to feed our zip tie through. Sometimes it's easier to do it without gloves, and we're just going to try to find that zip tie. We should do 2 on here so that way it keeps it centered.
Another one?
Yeah, get one in the box. All right, feed this through. Yeah, the holes are a lot bigger on the front. That was easy. We're gonna do 2 to try to keep the steering centered so it doesn't lock to one side. All right, drag winch. So another important overlooked step is shackles. Anytime you use a sling, you want to have some sort of connection with a shackle in between the hook and the shackle. Or excuse me, the hook and the sling. Right?
What?
I'm saying, shackle very important. So we'll go that. That. Alright, I am gonna go ahead and get green tightened up. Do a check. Alright, that looks good. Hook is up, tight. Angle looks good. Same here. These rim slings, you want to make sure that the protective sleeving that I talked about is within the rim, not out here somewhere. This all looks good. Angle looks good. All right, here we go. All right, so as you can see, we're completely side pulling this truck. The brakes are completely locked, and we're allowed to completely side pull this truck. So imagine it being up in the ditch of some sorts, or down in the ditch. We're able to pull it back up onto the road, directly parallel and I guess perpendicular to the truck.
So as you can see, we can also manipulate it, so I can slow down on the green and speed up on the white. That allows us to control it better. That is a Rim Sling demo number 1. That is completely side pulling a truck from the side off the rotator using only Rim Slings and 2 cables. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I do have a lot more of these Rim Sling demos coming. It's just gonna be a bunch of different scenarios that I think you guys will enjoy. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this. We're gonna go ahead and stop here because we're getting to an asphalt patch that we're gonna start tearing up if we keep pulling, but you guys get the gist of it. What we're gonna go ahead and do is turn the cameras off and clean up our rigging and find something else to do with the Rim Slings. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the video. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.